Little Einstein. Baby girl has rare condition that makes her white hair stand. Einstein 2.0 is the nickname given to a baby girl who has an unusual condition that causes her dazzling white hair to stand perpetually on end, much like the scientist's messy do. With uncontrollable hair syndrome, Taylor McGowan, age 17 months, is one of just a handful of children in the world who has been diagnosed with the condition. Whenever she goes out, the lovely baby draws a crowd, and Kara, a former mental health worker, claims she gets stopped 9 or 10 times on a trip to the supermarket. While the majority of people are pleasant, Kara claims she's been accused of bleaching Tyler's wild hair and questioned whether she ever stuck her fingers in a light socket. However, her family is enamored with her distinctive appearance and has dubbed her Einstein 2.0 after the physicist, whose shock of static white hair is similarly believed to have been brought on by UHS. In a suburb of Chicago, Illinois, full-time parent Kara said she and her family dealt with the situation. At first, we thought we could just comb it down, but it kept popping back up. It's been brought to my attention that aloe vera gel could be used as a hair gel, and I didn't want to use any chemicals on her hair. We attempted this multiple times without success. In total, we've experimented with a variety of items, perhaps 15 distinct ones. We've experimented with hairspray, gel, and mousse. In the end, we gave up and dressed her like Albert Einstein for Halloween. Because she doesn't particularly love wearing bows or having her hair braided, we've decided to let it grow wild and free. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to be inspired by these real-life stories on a daily basis. Now, let's return to the story. We're unable to go somewhere without receiving remarks or inquiries from strangers, some of whom are not always pleasant, she continued. The majority of people will inquire as to whether our daughter has inserted her fingers into a light socket or whether we've done something to her hair. I would respond, no, she was born that way. The majority of people have complimented her on her hair, but others have questioned if it's been bleached or damaged, and some have speculated whether she's mixed race or has African American origins. It may be challenging at times. It's something for us to connect with the public, but we also want to be allowed to live a regular life and go to the store without being stopped 9 or 10 times. One day, while waiting for our child to be seen by the physician, a mother with her kid began pointing at her hair and giggling as she said, "Look how ridiculous her hair looks." The experience has been disturbing. It's a type of bullying, to be sure. We think that by bringing attention to persons who are different, we may make a difference. Taylor's hair is just stunning. I personally believe it's beautiful, and it's a good compliment for her attitude, which is gregarious and free-spirited. Taylor was born with no hair, but when she was approximately 5 months old, she began to develop tufts of delicate baby fuzz, which she's kept ever since. Taylor's brilliant blonde hair did not fall out and come back straight and brown like her mother and father's hair. Instead, it continued to grow and expand. Mom, who works full-time, Kara, a former mental health professional, recalled, "At one point we were having a conversation with my mother-in-law, who said that she'd seen a photo online that looked like Taylor. We chuckled and shrugged it aside, thinking to ourselves, there's no way our child will have this extremely uncommon condition, and we were right. However, we waited for her hair to rest flat, and it didn't," she says. Dr. Regina Betz of the University of Bonn in Germany, who's in charge of UHS research, was approached by Kara and Tom, both 32, in January. According to Professor Botz's research at the Institute of Human Genetics, the disease is caused by a mutation in one of 3 genes, PADI3, TGM3, or TCHH, which are all found in the human genome. The deficiency interferes with the interaction of the structural protein, which is responsible for the structure and strength of hair. This causes hair follicles to have a triangular, heart-shaped or kidney-shaped cross-section, resulting in hair that's particularly frizzy and defies gravity. A genetic test found that both Kara and Tom, who works as a director of supply chain logistics, have a mutation in the PADI3 gene, which was acquired by Taylor. Since receiving the diagnosis, the couple has begun documenting their daughter's progress on her Facebook profile, Baby Einstein 2.0, which she created. "I have straight dark hair, as does my spouse," Kara said further. "We could never have imagined that we would be in such a state of health. We had never heard of it before and had never imagined that such a thing could exist. She should know she's gorgeous and flawless and that everyone is different," says the group of friends. "It's our hope that she would embrace it and accept herself for who she is." Professor Betts stated in 2017 that there have been 100 cases recorded throughout the world to date, but that there might be many more that have not been reported. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone else who might enjoy it as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.